Hi, Kira Lescu here. You have something really important to do and you just can't concentrate. I'm going to give you an overview of the reasons that can cause this and point you in the next steps in learning how to improve your concentration in 5 minutes or less. So, stay tuned. So organizations are facing one of the biggest challenges.
Alarm. It is 11:32 a.m. Today is expected to be cloudy. The current temperature is 7 degrees. There are 1 event scheduled.
Improving concentration is a huge and very important topic, and I'm so glad you're here to learn more. As humans, we have two tools that we're all born with, our minds and our emotions. And most of us need training on how to use both of these effectively, which unfortunately a lot of us don't get. But before I go into specifics on how to improve your concentration, I want to give you a background on all the different factors that actually can have an impact on your concentration. And there's a lot of them, and they're complex. And such this is a big topic, I'm going to do a whole series of videos so that I can break it down into more specifics. So once you think you've got a general idea from this video, look for some of my future videos that I'll do to break down some of the specific topics. The first one is physical. And your physical is broken up into your body and to your environment. With your body, your ability to focus and concentrate can be affected by a number of things. Your health, your diet, too much of the wrong thing, too much of the right thing, or not enough. Now, everybody's different, and I don't think that there's a one-size-fits-all diet that's going to work for everyone. And also, just because you've had it figured out in an earlier point in your life doesn't mean that it's going to keep working for you now. And I can say from my own personal experience that changing my diet or changing my physical environment has a huge impact on my ability to concentrate. I'm going to give you a general example. For most people, eating stuff that's carb heavy is going to make it more hard to concentrate because you're going to feel tired. You'll know this as you is if you have something that's carb heavy for lunch and you feel listless, difficult to concentrate, and you just don't feel as good in the afternoon. But the opposite can also be true. If you don't have enough to eat and you don't have enough carbohydrate, that can also make it really difficult to concentrate. I'm going to cover diet and physical environment and other things in future videos, so check out the cards and the links. I'll put them there as I post them. The next thing that can really affect you in terms of your ability to concentrate is your emotions. For example, if you're depressed, then you're just going to have lower interest in things and it's going to be harder to concentrate. If you're angry, you're going to find that your mind's wandering and it's thinking about those things over and over and over again instead of being present of where you are. So learning to deal with those can really help you in dealing with your concentration. And I want to say also that there are some times when you will need professional help to deal with that. So if you need it, go get it. There's no need to suffer. But in future videos, I'm going to help you with handling the normal range of emotions so that you may get angry for a period of time, but it's not like a theme in your life. I'll show you how to deal with that and how to get out of that so that you can get back to concentrating on what you have at hand. Now, the next thing, which is really important, is desire and motivation. And desire is actually wanting to do the thing that you're doing. And you know what? Sometimes we have different levels of wanting to do something. So maybe I don't want to do it right this minute, but in the big picture, I want it a lot. Then you can usually bring your concentration back, remember why you're doing it, and get on with it. But there's other times in life where you can't focus and concentrate because you really don't want to be doing what you're doing at all, because you should actually be doing something else. And I experienced this in my life when I was near the end of me being in my first business. I was having a real hard time concentrating. And quite frankly, in the past, it had been pretty easy to focus. And the truth is that that particular business wasn't interesting to me anymore. And the real truth for me was that I needed to sell that business and move on to do something a lot more satisfying. So in future videos, I'm going to cover the desire aspect of concentration. So make sure you check out the links for the video if you think that this applies to you. Now, the last one is skill and practice. Like any other skill in life, learning to concentrate takes practice. And this is where mindfulness in action, mindfulness meditation, and other forms of meditation can really help you out. It's great if you've got all the other factors in place and you have the motivation, but if you don't actually have the skill to do it, then you're still going to be stuck. In school, we're taught how to learn, how to memorize, how to problem solve, and mostly in specific situations. However, most of us weren't trained how to use our brains. We weren't trained how to concentrate or employ the incredible potential that is our minds. Since this is such a big topic, I'm actually going to be launching a course on developing concentration, so stay tuned for that. And in it, I'll be talking about these topics and more. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing a series of videos to help you out on each of these topics so you can figure out what you need to do to take the next step in improving your concentration. So if you want to learn more about this, please check out my website for developing skills in mindfulness and action for business professionals at theeagleinstitute.com. The link is in the cards for this video and in the notes below, so make sure you check it out. Learning how to improve your conversation concentration.